Hey everyone, thank you so much for coming to my channel, D versus Debt. This is D, and this video is a little bit different. I'm late to the party as per usual, but the thing that makes this different is that this is my planner lineup for 2022. I love watching these videos that they do every year with everybody showing off their lineup and how they're planning to use it, because I get so many great ideas by watching all of them. Binge watching basically is what I've been doing for a couple months now. So I thought I'd take a different spin on this and show you how I have a stack of 7 planners that I'm using, and I either got them all for free or practically free. So I'm going to be giving you ideas on how to be a planner addict on a budget, which is basically what I am. So this very first one was a gift. So from Sanya at Lil Annabelle Plans, she sent me a wonderful box full of items that she wanted to gift me. So I turned it around and turned it into one of my planning systems. So I put my sticker on there, I added some little jingle jangles, and basically I'm like a magpie. I collect all things shiny, and so I didn't really pay anything for these. These are just random bits and bobs that I've collected either from parts of a giveaway, things I found at a thrift store, you know, found items, things like that. So just to kind of give it some pizzazz. This was a present. So this was from Buffy, a friend from a local planner group that I attend. And so I thought it matched perfectly with the gold theme. And then Sanya had also sent a bunch of these Simply Gilded notebooks. And so what I turned them into were trackers. I kind of messed up on January, as you can tell. Right here, I laid down some sticker paper that I had printed this little calendar on. And so February looks much nicer. But basically what it is a way to track every single day visually how much I spent. So I'll total it up, put the number here. Let's say this was $27, this was a no spend day, this was a $14 day, and so on and so forth. And I can just see at a glance, once I fill in my whole month, where maybe I have problem days or where I had days that I did great. And so that helps me figure out what to do and not do. And then here's where I'll be tracking week by week my side hustles. So, you know, my Etsy sales for my Etsy shop, my printables, what I've sold on Amazon for my books, which you're going to see in a minute. And then on CashApp, what I've made in dividends or referrals for using my CashApp referral code in my description box, or if somebody made a donation. So that is the plan for this. I also have a little set of cash envelopes in the back that I got using my Amazon reward points. So these are basically free. I believe it was like $6 for the set, but I didn't pay anything because I cashed in my rewards on it. So again, didn't really spend anything, maybe a couple of cents on this whole setup right here, thanks to some very generous gifts and a little bit of creativity when it comes to using reward points. This next one is an old academic planner that I repurposed. So I washed out my personal information right here, but I bought this on Mercari. So if you haven't used Mercari before, I have a referral code for that as well. And it's great because this is where people go to sell their used stuff. So a lot of the people in the planner community will go off and sell their stuff here. So I happen to have this cover already handy, so I just repurposed it for this planner. Somebody bought an academic planner, used it for a month, decided it wasn't the right fit, and they sold it without the cover, because the cool thing about Erin Condren notebooks is that the covers are interchangeable, so you can tear them off. And that's what people who resell them tend to do. They'll sell it to you without the cover and you just put on your own. So this is my everything planner basically. So everything I'm doing goes in here. Because it's split into 3 different categories, this is an academic calendar, which is why they give hardly any room for Saturday and Sunday. Really, the focus of the week is the school days, but I use it for everything. Again, this is my home planner. I track my food, I track my activities, homework, my to-do list. I mean, everything goes into this thing, and that's why she's a chunky girl. But that's how I saved money, is by buying it used, just because somebody used a few pages and decided they didn't like it. So this is one of the books that I create and I sell on Amazon. They're $5.25. The link again is in my description box. But for me, this one was free because again, I cashed in my Amazon reward points. So I didn't have to pay a darn thing for it. So I can't beat free. All I did was use stickers to put in D versus Debt. However, these stickers, again, were technically free with the cash envelopes that I purchased that came with a set of stickers. Again, that's linked in my description box as well. So basically what I'm going to use this for is to track my dividends. So for every share or every stock that I own, it's going to get its own page. So for example, here, the one I own the most shares in is O. So it's Realty Income. It's a REIT, so a real estate investment trust. And I'll be putting month by month how much dividends I got. So I'll be tracking it for the year, then totaling it up, and I'll be able to see when I refer back to this how much I made in dividends on that particular stock during 2022. And again, every stock that I own will get its own page and its own set of notes related to that particular stock. This one, all I had to do was pay shipping for it. So technically this was free from Aaron Condren because somebody used the referral code again in my description box. So thank you so much to whoever that was. And all I had to do was pay for shipping. So the cover is actually free as well because this was also from a giveaway. I was watching one of the videos from Yureli at She Has Cash and Plans, and she said, whoever wants this, let me know. And I did. And so she sent it my way, which is very awesome. But what I'm going to do is basically at the end of the month be using this to show you guys my overall overview of my budget. How much did I end up putting in savings? How much did I spend on food? How much did I have to spend on health? What did my utilities come out to that month? So on and so forth. And then there are different pages for tracking expenses. And so I'll be breaking it down by different categories. So for example, this page would be for my pets. I'll have a running list of everything I spent for my pets: treats, litter, medications, vet visits, all that stuff would be going on that list. So basically, again, a monthly overview to look back on at the end of the month. This one, I need your ideas. So I've had this for a long time because I am a teacher, and so when I initially got this one, I thought it would be great for a grade book where you write the students' names, the assignments, and their grades. However, it's very small. I didn't realize when I had ordered it way back in the day that it was this small. And my classes can go up to as many as 30 students, and this one I think is only about 12, in between the lines. So I can't use it for that. So please let me know your ideas. What should I use this planner for? Because I would like to make good use of it. To get myself excited to use it, again, from watching one of Yureli's videos from She Has Cash and Plans, she put this clear, glittery cover on it, and I happen to have reward points sitting in my Amazon account, which I cashed in on that particular day for this, as well as for my new background. And so technically, again, this is free, and I am excited to use it. The trick worked with just you putting a shiny new cover on it, but I'm drawing a blank. I'm not sure what to use it for, so I would love to hear your suggestions. This one I purchased on clearance for only $7, if I remember correctly, for an entire year worth of planning. Because of the fact that I purchased it in August and the planner started in June, so there are 2 months that I had already passed. However, you can repurpose the calendars just by putting stickers over the dates that have already passed. So this is what I use for, let me open it up to a blank page so there's no personal information. So this is what I use to track YouTube and Etsy. So here I'll put my beginning debt balance of the month, my goals for the month when it comes to debt, as well as to my side hustles. Here's where I list all of my videos for the month. And as I go on down the list and film them and upload, then I check it off. So it's like a running tracker of what I'm doing. Here's where I list all of my Etsy sales. So exactly which printable sold, how much it brought in, all of that stuff. Here I track my subscriber count. The Wild Ideas page is basically a brain dump where I throw out crazy ideas and then come back to them later to be like, oh, okay, I can work on this now. Oh, I forgot about that. Let's start that project. So this one is actually, instead of a habit tracker, it's my sales tracker. So in the very first one up here, for the days of the month, I'll stamp it with my little dot marker on the days that I made a sale. So let's say I sold printables on the 2nd, 3rd, and 7th this week. Those would be the ones that get stamped. And then for the rest of them, I stamp in the total number of printables sold. So I might have on some months several pages, other months I might have just one page, but I track one by one, stamp by stamp, the total number of printables sold. So that's just another great visual to keep me motivated and organized. Here is where I track my business expenses, the things I've spent for my Etsy shop, for my YouTube channel, all of that, so that when it comes time to file taxes, I can refer back and compare it to the receipts and all of that stuff to help the tax person's job, be a little bit easier. So that is that for my social media and side hustle planner. And then this last one was free from a giveaway from Britt at Plan Your One Life. So this is a planner created by Celisa at Beautifully Me and You. She sells it in her Amazon shop, and she's got 5 planners listed in there. So what I ended up doing is slicing it up page by page, trimming it, punching it with my arc punch, and turning it into a disc bound system. That way I can put pages in and out. Basically, the clear cover was free or almost free, because I got it for super cheap at Staples on clearance. So I've gotten such great deals there on discs, which is also where I got these for practically nothing. I'm pretty confident all of these were less than $1, because that's usually how much I'm willing to spend on clearance items. So that helps protect the cover. And then inside is the planner itself. The next section is a monthly calendar where I keep track of what I've spent day by day. So as I spend money or as I make a credit card payment, I track it, and it's categorized by color, so that it's easier to go back and total up different categories and get an idea of, again, my spending patterns and habits. The next section has to do with my mortgage payoff and my printables to keep track of that month by month. The next section is for my social media, so my YouTube channel, investing challenges and things like that. And then the last section is for my savings challenges. So as you watch me do my savings challenges on my video, that's also part of this planner. So she is thick, she's a chunky girl, but she holds so much useful information. So that is it. That is my planner stack for 2022. Again, looking forward to your ideas on how to use that one particular checklist planner and your feedback on my planner system. Again, everything was free or practically free. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found the video helpful or inspirational, and I hope you have a great day.